What are the must-have things that you need to be providing to be successful as a coach? Welcome to Coach Grid, where we help coaches be profitable. Today I'm here with Kirsten Davis, and we're going to talk a little bit about app development, the resources that you're providing as a coach. What are the must-have things that you need to be providing for your clientele to be successful as a coach? There's a lot of noise in the world about what works and what doesn't work. And we have our personal experiences that we've seen with that. But there's also some things that maybe other people haven't even considered that are really useful tools that you just don't know what you don't know. And so when your mind starts to open up to the real possibilities as to what exists, you're able to start innovating on behalf of your clients. And that's a really cool way to set yourself apart.
Yeah.
So I think the first thing to talk about is community. And community is something that if you look at like the school app or Circle or some of these places, those apps are built solely and specifically for community. And community is really important for coaches to be able to build that and to have that in what we've seen thus far. But I think we get this idea of what community means, and it doesn't have to be the thing that you think it is. Maybe starting by talking about community and what we've done to help build community and what goes into that.
Yeah.
There's a couple really important components. And once you have these components, everything else is very customizable for yourself. So I've been building communities for years in different ways. And the three things that I've noticed that are most important when building a community is you have to have a baseline structure. There has to be the thing. Religion is good at this, right? It's Christ or it's Buddha or, whatever it is. This is the thing that we're built around. You have to have your structure. And then in a community, you also have to have some level of like organization to it, policies or rules or, rules of engagement for the space. And then lastly is the cultural piece. And the cultural piece, I think, is one of the places where we've been able to innovate quite a bit with custom apps and being able to invite people into community engagement in different ways. For me, community is who are the other people that your potential clients are hanging out with? Who are the other people that care about these same things that you care about?
Yeah. And I think that's something that we can do really well with the custom apps. I think a lot of people think, okay, I'm going to build a community, so I need to go find a platform to house my community. Where with a custom app, it's really cool because you can kind of open the community space from the community that's already there in your structure. So a lot of coaches coach one-on-one, or they'll have group programs, or they'll have like a mini mind or something where they're gathering people in all these different spaces. And that could be a community, but it just doesn't fit naturally until you have the custom app. And then you can say, okay, everybody that's taken this program can click here to go into the general community, and there can be niched branch offs of interest, but it's based off your actual model.
Absolutely. I think it's the way that you ease people into a space together and the way that you can introduce them into that space and engaging with each other.
Yeah.
So that kind of brings me to the second point. There's a variety of opinions on this. If you're a coach, how do you go about delivering your message? Some people will say online courses. Go build an online course. It's great because you just put it out there. You're making money in your sleep. You don't have to do anything at all. You record it the first time and then it's done. Then you've got like group coaching, and it's the same idea, right? You charge maybe a little bit less, but you can talk to a lot more people. Then it's good for the coach.
Yeah.
And then there's the third one, which is the one-on-one coaching, which I think for a lot of people is the most scary, but what I've seen is also the most effective way to start a coaching practice.
100%.
Which is why so many coaches opt for the online course and the group coaching, is because it feels a little less overwhelming rather than a one-on-one type conversation. The tools that you have and the resources you have quickly become your partners in shouldering some of that load in the one-on-one, conversation and working together. So for example, I have something that I do with men that I coach where I will have them conduct an audit of their time just for, a couple of days. And initially that was on me. I had to really push and prod and remind and help them do that. And was delivering that message. Now I can say, all right, log into your app, go here. It's now open for you. And this is what you're going to do. And there's the video, that's the instructional video on how to do it. And it's set up for them to monitor it. It keeps track of all of it for them. And it's become so easy that that's still one-on-one coaching, but it's a piece that I don't have to be using my time to deliver on that as well.
Yeah. And what's nice there is everything's in one place. So something I hear a lot is people will have a Google Drive, but also a journal, but also they're like, oh, but I took this note actually on my other computer because I was at my mom's house, and they have all these notes in all these places, and they always say that they'll email it, but then they forget. So you have all of your notes, all of your calls, all of your exercises, all of that data in one spot, and for all of your clients in one spot. And so you can start to see patterns and what do people actually engage with? When do the breakthroughs happen? And as a coach, it's good for the client because it gives them some structure to lean into that it doesn't have to be you, like you were saying. But for the coach, they can go back and actually see, the data that the client's putting into those spaces.
100%. I love that. I think one of the best parts with this is, for a long time, the reason this conversation was happening between online courses, group coaching, and one-on-one coaching was no individual starting out had the ability to do all three of those effectively at the same time.
Yeah.
Because there's a time commitment to that. But again, where we've been able to put this in one space, a lot of coaches that are starting, they'll have an online course and they'll have the group coaching option and they'll have the one-on-one option. So then when they're talking with a prospective client and the client maybe isn't ready for the one-on-one, they have that to offer. But they've got this range that they're able to work through and the integration between those. So it's like, all right, well, yeah, we're going to have you start with the online course, and then it's going to automatically schedule a call to invite you into maybe the one-on-one work from there. Or then we have this, group container that's starting 3 weeks later that you can join in the space as well. So again, it's seamless because it's in one space and you can deliver on all of that.
Yeah. And if you have some kind of a free tier that has value in it, even something really simple that somebody's going to log in every day to do, like a checklist that's kind of matched to a program that helps them get to a certain result, or my mind's blanking right now, but there's a lot of things we've built that are engaging and that people actually want to sign in to look at. And so then when they're signing into your space every day. You're not having to make sure they see you on the algorithm or DM them. Like they're logging into your marketing hub too. Absolutely.
I mean, and it's a great way to do it, because if you're relying on your Instagram page, you can't count on the algorithm. You can't count on them showing the content for somebody to see it and say, oh yeah, I think I am ready to take this next step. Whereas if you've got them on the free version of your app, you can count on them seeing exactly what you want them to see and providing them some really great value. Yeah. So community, online courses, some sort of group gathering, and one-on-one. I think the last thing that I wanted to talk about here is the ability for your client to still have a personal space. And so whether that's journaling or individual trackers or individual even voice notes, that you have a space for them that's housed in your container, but that they still get their personal processing in there as well. One of the things that I've done on that space is I'll do like guided meditations. So I'm a part of it, but I'm not, right? It's still theirs. And so I think those are 5 really crucial pieces that give you a robust build and a robust experience for your client to experience growth and really actual impact in their life. Now, those are the top 5, but I think we could talk for another hour about the other 30 that individual clients have wanted to bring in that are more pertinent to their demographic as well. So any last words on the personal space or any of that type of stuff there as well?
I don't think so.
Okay. And you get to keep that personal. So if you are a coach, if you're interested in becoming a profitable coach, if you're interested in becoming a coach that has his own app or her own app that you're able to house your clients, provide them that experience, you can find us on Instagram at CoachGrid or go to coachgrid.com, set up an appointment, let's talk and see if this is the right fit for you.